Hello everybody, welcome and thank you for joining us today on Air Influence Meetup for YouTube creators. Air Media Tech has been working with thousands of YouTubers for many years now, and we decided to launch a series of online meetups in the end of this very unusual for everybody year to share our observations, knowledge and insights and help you guys not only with inspiration but also with a deeper understanding of YouTube platform, of its trends, algorithms, working techniques, and also our goal is to help you to grow your YouTube channel to the next level in 2021. I'm not going to waste your time on theories and pour water. Instead, I'll share with you frameworks, working tools. I'll show lots of examples from top-tier creators, from our practice with Air YouTubers, success stories with our vloggers, with tens of millions of subscribers on their channels. I also will show you some stats, so this presentation may seem a bit data-heavy for some of you. Please settle in and get prepared to take some notes. I hope there will be useful insights and ideas for you in this meetup. And let's begin. But first, I'd like to tell you in brief about who we are. Air is an international media tech company. We were founded in 2010 in Canada and now operate globally. Air is YouTube certified partner since 2011, and now we help over 3,000 creators to develop and monetize their popularity on the platform globally. Our creators generate over 20 billion views monthly on the platform, and that brings us as a network to top 3 among other YouTube partners by views generated on the platform. We also provide influencer marketing and channel development services to brands. We are proud of our creators who received over 2,000 silver buttons from YouTube, 258 golden and 15 diamond YouTube buttons during these 10 years of our practice in the industry. Air ecosystem includes over 100 products for creators. These are products for guaranteed growth of channels, such as channel development program, translation services, automated 24/7 live streaming, individual working sessions. We also have a group of products for additional monetization of creators, CPA programs, content syndication to other platforms, and of course brand deals. We work with many local and international brands. We have special services for kids creators, for music creators. We have, of course, channel management and right management services, advanced analytics, fintech, legal tech, and other services for creators. And in brief about myself. My name is Vera Slavinska. I worked in marketing for over 10 years on client side. I joined Air over 5 years ago. I'm a YouTube certified specialist for channel growth and monetization. Currently, I'm responsible for creating new products and global partnerships for Air creators. I also worked with many brands like Google, MasterCard, Coca-Cola, McDonald's, and others on branded channel development and on influencer marketing projects. 4+1 steps to grow your channel 10 times by the end of 2021. The most important thing you need to remember is that content should be always your priority number 1. If you have a high quality content on your channel, the channel will be growing for sure. Maybe slowly, but for sure. So, I'd like to present you 4+1 steps which can really help you to grow your channel over 10 times in the next year. The first thing you need to do is structure your videos effectively. Engage with your audience regularly. Follow trends wisely. Optimize video and your channel as a whole. And the +1 step is analyzing key indicators of your channels as you take every of these steps. And also you need to take correction actions instantly if needed. Now I'll go deeper into every of these areas and tell you what exactly you can do. What makes a perfect video? The main task of the correct video structure is for the viewer to watch it from the beginning till the end without rewinds. This is important for the algorithm, and it directly impacts the key channel metric, which is the watch time. By simply changing the structure of your video, you can increase the watch time of the video itself and the channel as a whole. Firstly, you need a fast and fun introduction. Please do not do long introduction, and do not do such things as starting the video with introducing yourself, with pronouncing the title of the video, repeating the topic of the video, pronouncing the name of the channel which the viewer is currently on. Your video has a title and the viewer wants just to jump to it as soon as possible, rather than just wait a minute for the opening speech and a long presentation. The task of the introductory part is to get the viewer interested in watching the whole video in the shortest possible time, from 4 to 6 seconds. You can start even without the introduction and go straight to the backstory, which is already the main part of the video. Don't show spoilers at the beginning of the video, because they're just like the movie trailers that tell you what the story will be. If you want to show the final results of the video, just do it. Say like, I lost, but still I recommend you to watch this video to see how it happened. Now let's watch this nice intro from Joshua Weissman's channel. The original intro of just 10 seconds is his special feature. All viewers recognize his video by style, and new ones are intrigued to watch because from the first seconds it is clear that this will be an original video. It becomes clear what it will be about and in what manner it will be presented. Let's watch it.
I think charcuterie boards are associated with two things: an 86th wallet and the benefit being a large assortment of food. But I think you can still have that large assortment that fits within just about anyone's budget. That is charcuterie, but cheaper.
The next element you need in your video is obviously a main part. The main part should be dynamic. You can create the dynamics by changing the frame size, changing the plan, or the entire composition. If you're curious, you may count how many seconds does a frame last in a video from the top channel from your content vertical. Depending on the vertical, the length of the frame is different due to the different audience preferences. To better uncover a topic, you need to show it. It will be much better than talking a lot about it, trying to describe in words. You may find really good references for the dynamic main part and overall approach to producing videos for YouTube on channels of Peter McKinnon and, of course, Casey Neistat. Casey was the first in the world to bring his vlogs to the level of mini movies. He has his own style, which many try to copy. All of his videos, by the way, like those of Peter McKinnon, have perfect main body. And in the end, you need a logical ending up to 25 seconds long. Do not jam into the end of the video everything that you forgot to say in the main part of it. Make sure that when watching, the viewer will have the opportunity and desire to watch it to the very end. Then just say goodbye and wish something good to the viewer, and let the end screens run for 20 seconds or even longer. From Air's experience, I can say that by making a video with a proper structure, you can increase the audience retention by 15%, provided that the topic of the video coincides with the interests of the audience. Further, I'll show you how to analyze the video structure and the viewer retention using YouTube Analytics. How to analyze the effectiveness of your video structure. First, you should go to Video Manager in Creator Studio, select a specific video and click on Analytics icon. Now let's quickly look through several examples. We'll start with some bad examples. On the screenshot, you can see that the video had a really boring and long introduction, which everyone was rewinding. The introduction lasted over 1 minute, and then there was the main part of the video till the 4th minute. The main part was dynamic and interesting only for 3 minutes, from 1st minute to 3rd minute. Later, people were already gradually leaving the video. Perhaps there was some water there. And starting from the 5th minute, only 30% of viewers have remained, which is really a very low percentage. Another example. From this screenshot, we can see that the video has a protracted start that lasted a minute, and it was rewinded by viewers. From the 1st minute where the main part began, the audience clicked right to the very end of the video, This can be seen by the sharp drops and increases in the retention line. We can conclude that the topic of the video was overall interesting for the audience because people did not leave the video immediately, but clicked to satisfy their interest. But the video itself was obviously not dynamic and probably boring. From the next screenshot, we can conclude that most of this 20 minutes long video was not interesting to the audience at all. Probably this creator promised in the beginning of the video to show something special in the end that caused some viewers to watch the last 4 or 5 minutes of the video. And now let's see some good examples. The introductory part of this video has over 100% retention, which means people have watched it several times. Then we see that retention graph falls very slightly throughout most of the video. This is an example of one of our partners who shoots sketches. This partner joined Air with the worst performance, but thanks to the upgraded structure of his videos, his retention has almost tripled with the increase in the length of the video. I'll show you a few more screens from the stats of this channel so you can see where the good video structure may lead to. The purple line here shows retention and the green one shows the video length. This channel has 49% retention with an average video length of 3 minutes. Now it has 50% retention with average video duration 8 minutes. Due to consistent work on the content and video structure improvement, the indicators of the channel increased significantly and influenced other more important indicators. Watch time, for example. And finally, the increase in watch time led to increase in annual income of this creator from $2,500 per year to over $50,000. And now we're coming to step number 2. How to make viewers fall in love with your content and with you as a creator. Our first recommendation for you guys is to imagine that your viewer is your best friend. For many creators, the viewer is something mysterious, some figures, numbers in YouTube analytics. And it is not always clear on how to behave in front of the camera. Let me tell you a secret. Act like you're in the company of your best friend. Try to present the information differently, as if you were telling the story to your friend. You can get off topic a little, because you usually tell something interesting to your best friend when you meet. People want to see a live person, not a perfect one. Sometimes funny, sometimes clumsy, telling honest, relatable stories and sharing the best of their findings or helping to solve some problems or teaching new skills. People need stories and content they can relate to. Whatever your channel is about, make sure you are speaking with energy, in a friendly manner. Share positive vibes with your viewers. Watch viewers' reaction on your videos. You need to look at the ratio of likes and dislikes in order to understand whether the audience likes the video or not. If you see many dislikes, actually this is not a problem, because dislikes is not the key tool for promoting the video. A number of comments and their tone is also an important thing to analyze. If you see some criticism, do not take it personally. It's not a big problem. Try to speak to your audience in comments. Try to convert negative ones to positive ones and really skip comments from trolls. Haters gonna hate. And again, analyze your viewer retention. Your viewer retention impacts watch time, and watch time is the key indicator for your channel. As examples of good, positive style of communication with your audience, I'd like to show you examples from channels of Emma and Jenna. These girls are now real stars on YouTube, but despite they have millions of subscribers on their channels, they still remain good friends to their viewers, and that is why their viewers love them and stay loyal.
fuck, I'm sick of this. In today's installment, we're going to be making homemade burritos. Somehow this hasn't happened yet. I don't know how I haven't thought of this. I'm just really stupid 90% of the time.
What if I do like a little star or something cute? What do you think? Or what about just a dot? Ooh, oh, cute. Oh, fun. So subtle, so little. I like that. When I like something, then all of a sudden I'm like, what if I just did like 20 more? What if I gave myself like a little 90s beauty mark? Oh, you didn't see anything. You tell anyone about this? I swear to God. Okay, never happened. Fun. Okay, I need to stop.
You should also do some work on building your community. Go live on your channel from time to time. Arrange Q&A sessions. Answer questions which were asked under your videos some time ago. People like and appreciate live interaction with their favorite creators. When the situation with COVID resolves, hopefully it will happen soon, I advise you to try the offline meetup format with your fans. It's really fulfilling experience, lots of positive emotions for both creator and his audience, which makes the audience even more loyal. Another thing you probably do, and you should do it more actively, is engaging with your audience on other platforms. You can create closed discussion rooms, for instance, in Telegram Messenger. It's a very popular format among our creators. You can launch your Discord server or find any other appropriate format of getting in touch with your crowd. And here are also some community building tips for you. You can find ways to use user-generated content for your videos. We have a great example of PewDiePie who's doing that successfully on his channel. Another tip is to reward your community for reposting your videos. Find a way which is comfortable and relevant for you. And one more thing I recommend you to do is arrange collaborations with other creators and exchange your audiences. You may choose creators both from your vertical or from some other verticals. The key thing is that the content of both of you should be interesting for audiences of both of you. In this way, you can enrich each other and exchange your subscribers. And let's move now to the step number 3. Let's talk about using YouTube trends and how to hype wisely. The first thing I recommend you to do is to research your competitors. Research your audience. Who and what is watching now? What is interesting for people who are watching your videos, who are subscribed to your channels? When looking at the creators your audience is watching, try to understand what attracts the viewer in their personality and in their content. Having found an interesting idea or trend, do not copy it directly. Add your personality. Looking at the topics of popular videos, answer for yourself the question, do I really want to shoot this? How can I make this topic unique? Revealing myself as a person. Don't forget that you have to steal as an artist. Give your audience what they want, but do it your own way. As an example of adding a personal touch to the video which is shot following a popular trend, I'd like to show you fragments of videos from channels of Mr. Beast and Dude Perfect. Both channels made videos about funny shooting, but every creator group made it his own way, added his own style.
All right, blue team, let's do this. Hurry, hurry, hurry. Nothing like a fresh game. Nothing like a fresh game. I have an elk in front of me, elk in front of me. Hey, I'm on the roof, on the left side of the cliff. Got somebody on the roof.
Ladies and gentlemen, started the teal team already falling down in the mud. It has been raining here in LA, which is not common. These contenders are not used to the environment today, but they're going to have to get used to it fast to adapt to this environment if they want to walk away with the $100,000 prize. Black already getting weapons, running through the field.
Hey,
White
over here,
is
over here.
coming up from the rear, from the...
Yay! Oh! Ah!
The next thing you have to do is analyze interests of your viewers thoroughly. You can see what your audience is currently watching besides your own videos in YouTube Analytics. The report is called Other Videos That Are Interesting to Your Viewers, and it's located in the Audience section. This is what this report looks like. As you can see, along with the standard information about the demographic and behavioral characteristics of your viewers, it also became possible to track their taste preferences in content based on the videos they watch. A great video starts with a great idea. Unfortunately, not all great ideas bring the channel lots of views, but some still should and go viral. You need to constantly experiment and shoot different videos which your audience may like and try to attract new audience. If you do not do this constantly, your channel might start losing traffic. If a video got successful, what should be done next? Try to make a series of videos of the same kind or even a full-fledged rubric out of them. You should keep producing videos for the rubric until the audience loses interest in it. If the audience's interest in the rubric has fallen, then you can modify it and take into account new interests of your audience and new trends and continue experimenting. And now I'd like to give you the recipe for the ideal rubric. The first thing you need to do, you should create a really unique name, a brand tag, a kind of text logo that will evoke the necessary association in viewers. This name is not only for viewers, but also for the algorithm. You should have some flexibility for the content so that different topics are suitable for this rubric and different formats of videos as well. So the videos are not too much similar, and it's interesting for a viewer to watch one, then another, then the next one. The rubric should have some unique feature that will distinguish you from competitors, from the general mass of videos on YouTube, and also this should be remembered by a viewer. For each rubric, you need to think about how you will interact with your viewers. How do you plan to stimulate video-to-video views, shares, additional views? You should involve them in a long-term relationship. Rubrics on a channel are really a good tool for building viewer loyalty and watching consistency. You can see if you're building that viewer loyalty well from analytics. Overall, if a viewer watches less than 2.6 videos from your channel per month, then this is a low indicator according to our network data. How you can influence that? If you manage to create on your channel a rubric with a unique branded tag and it works effectively, then the average number of videos watched by one person will grow. So will do views from recommended videos. A brand tag works in such a way that all videos from the same rubric are more likely to be recommended one after another simply because they have a unique keyword that no one else has. You can check this by going incognito to YouTube and check some shows, for example, Hot Ones, Top Gear, etc. Believe me, it's worth taking care of creating a successful rubric on your channel. 2.6 is an average quantity of videos viewed by a unique person on a channel. This is how things generally are. The data is taken from our network. If you reach 5 and more, it's an excellent result, but you should strive for more because in some content verticals, for instance, in kids and teens content vertical, this indicator can be 20 and even more. I've recalled PewDiePie as an example. He has come up with his own acronyms for naming rubrics, such as LWIAY, last week I asked you, or YLYL, you laugh, you lose. These headings have a unique brand name that is already associated with the creator. And what is most interesting about this rubric is that if you enter these acronyms into the search of YouTube, the resulting roster will be filled with videos coming from other creators and even users. And an award for the best rubric goes to the channel named First We Feast. This is a channel about different styles of food. This channel has a cool set of rubrics. For example, Hot Ones, Burger Scholar, Tacos con Todo, Burger Show, and others. And all their headings are made as needed according to all criteria you've just heard from me. You can take them as an example, and if you follow them, you will not go a wrong direction in terms of creating your own rubric at its best. Look at this creator from a critical point of view and evaluate how this creator has implemented each of the parameters that we've just talked about with you. The next step towards your channel growth is the proper video and channel optimization. What steps should be taken to make friends with YouTube algorithms and the viewer? At first, let's figure out how do YouTube algorithms work. This question often worries many creators. Now we will analyze the basics of the algorithm work and find out how you can influence your video's performance using optimization. One of the key algorithms on YouTube is called RankBrain. It's a machine learning algorithm that helps process and understand users' search queries as well as their content preferences. It serves two purposes. First, understand search queries. Second, measure user satisfaction through their interactions with the search results. In other words, RankBrain helps YouTube to recognize and match search queries that the search engine has never encountered before. RankBrain understands what you mean even if you haven't written it down. So how is user satisfaction measured? It's evidenced by such indicators in the analytics as, first, CTR, how willingly people are to click on the video and watch it. Second, watch time, how long and how actively videos are being watched. Third, average number of videos viewed from a channel by the same audience. Have people decided to follow up with one more video or not? And the fourth, engagement, how they interact with a video. What influences video's promotion by the algorithm the most? In order for your video and your channel to be promoted, the first thing you need to focus on are the elements that will increase the watch time. These are audience retention and views. We've already talked about the audience retention a lot during today's meetup. Now let's talk more about views. They're influenced by popularity of the topic of the video cover or thumbnail, cross-linking, on how you work with end screens, video optimization in general. Retention, as you already know, is being influenced by the structure of the video and overall quality of the content, from the creative perspective to technical details like sound and light. Let's talk a bit about thumbnails. The thumbnail and the title of the video must complement each other. The most common mistake is duplicating video title text on the thumbnail. This is wrong because this way you lose the opportunity to tell the viewer more about your video and convince him or her to watch. Use them as complementary elements. Always use your own custom picture. Do not use someone else's image. Using emotional faces and interesting objects, close-ups, works well. Use high-resolution images. The thumbnail should be bright and contrasting with up to 3 close-up objects on it. The text, if present, should be easily readable on mobile devices because most of watches come from them. Remember that the thumbnails function is to generate interest in watching your video. The color background of the thumbnail should visually attract and distinguish your videos from others on the platform. Here you can see two examples of thumbnails from videos of our partner creators. We completely changed the style of the original thumbnails, removed the text, added emotions, added bright colored elements, and thus attracted attention and increased CTR. As you can see, the CTR rate on this video is quite good, 5.4% on one and 12.6% on the second video. Let's move forward and talk about titles of your videos. The title of the video should provoke an interest from the audience to watch the video. Before watching, a person must understand what kind of content is offered to him and then decide whether to watch or not. A good title also increases the CTR of your videos. Here are some tips for making a good title for your video. Use keywords related to the video in the title, but avoid spam. Attract attention with an emotional and intriguing message. Use capital letters, numbers, emojis to attract attention. For serial content, use the number of the series and the name of the chapter or rubric. Remember, every title text is written for a person, not only for a search engine. Besides an effective title, you need to have an effective description for your video. The description should provide a comprehensive information about the video. There should be emphasis on the keywords in sentences. The first 200 or 300 characters should contain keywords related to the content theme. Make this text readable for a human, not only for the machine, and do not overspam with keywords. If you want, you may also add time codes. It's optional, but very convenient for viewers of long videos. Ad block with links to subscription and playlists with main rubrics on your channel. If you use links, make sure they're shortened and supported with a call to action text in front of them. And also, of course, do not forget about hashtags. They do work. I couldn't avoid including the topic of tags into this presentation. Tags are needed to influence indexation of your videos by YouTube. Make sure your tags contain both specific keywords addressing general queries, and there also should be tags matching the video topic. You should also have tags with the name of the channel, the name of the rubric if you're using one, and if necessary, you may also add tags in other languages. For convenience, you may place tags in a certain order, starting from the most specific to more general. If you still do not use vidIQ, it's time to start. This plugin will make your work with tags and metadata easier. By the way, Air MediaTek provides all our partners with access to vidIQ Boost for free. This helps them to save much time while optimizing their videos. You can analyze how well are your videos optimized by using a very handy funnel visualized in a new Analytics Studio. This graph describes all stages of a viewer interaction with your video, starting from impressions, then CTRs, views, view duration, and watch time. Average CTR in our network is around 8%. At the same time, there is a correlation between the size of the channel and the CTR, its video gain. For example, on large channels, over 1 million subscribers with million views on every video, the average CTR is from 4 to 5%. And on smaller channels, where video generate from 100,000 to 300,000 views, the CTR varies from 8 to 10%. Now, few more easy tips on how you can increase revenue from ads by proper video settings. As we already discussed today, you should make videos 8 minutes and longer and add commercial breaks to them. You can add breaks before watching the video and also breaks in the middle of the video. If your video lasts 8 minutes and longer, you can add 3 and even more spaces where ads will be added. And of course, the break after the video is watched. Surely, an ad break added is not 100% guarantee that ad will be served. It's just a slot for ads impressions. Of these 5 slots, there will be obviously fewer ads, but still you help YouTube to provide more income to your channel if you show him where and how much advertisement you want to have on your videos. Okay guys, it feels like I've loaded you with lots of content today, and I suggest to summarize. And let's go one by one steps which you need to take now in order to help your channel to grow 10 times and more next year. The first thing, you need to improve the structure of your content. Then you need to work on your tone of voice and be friend to your community. Constantly monitor new content that your audience might like. Make sequels of your best videos and form them into rubrics. Improve your video titles, improve your thumbnails. Enable mid-rolls before publishing your videos. And constantly analyze how all changes that you make impact the key indicators of YouTube analytics of your channel. I personally and all Air Media Tech team, we wish you the very good luck to reach new heights on YouTube in the next year. After this meetup, please check your emails. You will receive a quick recap of this presentation and a checklist for guaranteed channel growth. And now I believe that we do have a little bit of time for the Q&A sessions. So please feel free to ask all your questions and we'll try to answer them. Okay guys, thanks to everyone who's still here with us, and we'll start our Q&A session. At first, I've noticed that lots of you were commenting MCN related stuff in the beginning of the meetup. So I'd like to explain a little bit more of who we are. We are a media tech company which is founded in Canada in 2010. And it just happened so historically that our CEO moved for living to Europe, and that's why most of our operations were concentrated in the European region. And currently we start working more with YouTube creators from the US. That's why we are here to help you out for the first and get to know each other better. We are not a typical MCN, as you understand it. We are the company which provides a big ecosystem of different products and services for creators. As I've already told you at the beginning of this meetup, this is really a wide range of products, and we have different models of cooperation with YouTubers. Of course, if somebody is willing to, we can connect you to our MCN and work through taking some commission. It's been agreed individually with every of you. If you're not interested in connecting to our MCN, you can just ask for services which you need the most from our company, and we'll help you out. For instance, many creators who work with us use our translation services without being members of our partners program, and they're successful in that. We translate content into many languages. We do it really in a professional way. We attract not just native speakers, but professional actors, and that's why that content reaches really good results. on new geographies and scales creators' popularity. The 24/7 automated live streaming service is available for everybody. If you're interested, you can apply. And lots of other services also can be provided without joining the MCN. But if you're willing to, it's okay. We'll be glad to become your partner. Let's go through other questions. Soulful Revolution asks, I swear when you hit a milestone, YouTube stops promoting your videos. Well, it shouldn't be true. You should dive deeper into your analytics and analyze what's going on your channel. One of the products which we have for creators is the channel development program. When we work together with our creators, starting from individual sessions, we do the channel audit, we analyze everything together, and then step by step we understand what's going on. Sometimes we really manage to help stagnating channels with millions of subscribers but with very low viewership to renew the dynamics of their channel and, of course, the monetization. Some of you guys wrote that ad spend and CPM is currently way up, but views are slowing down. My advice is to concentrate on a good quality content, analyze trends in your niche, and if some format of the content blows up, do not hesitate to experiment and use this kind of content format in your channel, because new trends appear very quickly, and if you catch them on time, you can really gain good results. So do not give up, and it's going to be all right. Next question. Silent Whisper started interesting conversation. How has the last couple months been for you guys' channels? Seems like everything slowed down. Not that school is in. Again, there should be a reason or reasons for this in your channels, guys. It can be because viewers look for the different content, school-related, for example. And if you're not responding to that, well, if the retention in your videos goes down, just pay attention to editing and analyze those moments where the retention goes down and try to fix this. You can do this via YouTube Analytics, obviously. Okay, some of you guys were talking about the translations. As I've already mentioned, we provide all-in-one solution for translating and localizing your content. If you're interested in that, we'll be happy to help you. So we do not only translations of channels, but also localizations. It means that we do the designs and the whole content management of translated channels according to the preferences of local audiences. And that's also important because, especially for thumbnails, for instance, that impacts the clickability directly. And sometimes thumbnails on the same channel on one market and the other market look completely different because the audience preferences are different. Larry Lawton says, someone translated our vids and got a boatload of traffic. We're thinking of monetizing that traffic. Look, if violation in your content rights took place, then of course you should monetize them. If you work with some company who does rights management, you can use the Content ID service and that will be fixed. If you don't, you can start working with us. We do have content ID functionality, and we do help our creators to protect their rights and monetize the stolen content if it happens. I see there's an interesting conversation about podcasting. It's indeed a growing trend on YouTube. And a lot of big channels started their podcasts recently. Many of channels do it in a live format and have a very good interaction with the audience that increases lots of channel metrics. So, of course, if you think that this format is relevant for your content niche, you should try. It's a very good idea. Lauren Segiv asks, sorry if I misspell, channel shut down as creator wore a bikini and there were kids and pig on thumbnail. It surely can happen. Anything uploaded on YouTube has to get along with policies and community guidelines. So make sure you do not have those borderline things on your channel, even on thumbnails, because this may impact not only one video, but the channel in general. What is rubric? By rubric, we mean the content format. So. Larry Lawton asks, talk more about developing channels for other languages. Well, actually, I already talked a lot about that. We can take care of translating and editing your content, upload it to the platform, and then support all the activity which is going on the new channel. Of course, work with all the metadata and stuff. So please welcome. We have lots of successful cases. You can email to the manager who invited you to this meetup, and you'll get the full information about how to start. The next question comes from Lisa Holt Design. Has subs and viewership been solved this last month? It depends. There are no overall trends on that. So you need to analyze your channel. But we can see that creators in our ecosystem show good results overall, so it should be good. Voice in a desert. Do you know about the borderline content list, how to get off this list? Our videos are no longer promoted in suggested videos because of this issue, due to a couple of conversational, so not incorrect videos. Again, you should produce the content which doesn't violate YouTube rules and policies. The algorithms are so clever now, so smart, that they do see when you upload an inappropriate content on your channel, and this can, of course, affect your growth. Especially at the beginning of the lockdown, when lots of YouTube staff were taking care of their safety and security, and they were not available for moderating the content on the platform, we observed, and this function was totally delegated to the algorithm. We have observed many cases when really algorithms defined some content of our creators as such as violates the platform rules, and then we filed the appeals in these cases, and we had lots of successful stories when we get back the monetization for the particular video or the channel which was identified by the algorithm as the channel or the video violating rules. Sometimes it happens on the algorithmic level, and when you have somebody with a direct connection with the human beings in YouTube, it's really good because it's like your insurance in your YouTube business. Okay, what comes next? Dr. Dao Villen, House of Caro. MCN, in a little more detail, what percentage does AIR take, and do you take a percentage for offline business? For example, if you sell courses, merch, consultations, or services offline. Well, the basic split, the revenue share split is 70 to 30, but it could be reviewed individually depending on the channel. So we have really flexible, actually, policies, so we can negotiate the revenue split individually with creators. We have really a good loyalty program for our creators. We provide lots of services within the commission. If we start working together, the bigger channel is, the wider range of services you can get. But we do start working thoroughly with every channel who connects to our network. Usually we start with the audit, and it's really important that the creator himself is willing to develop, because really there are cases when creators were becoming our partners. We started working with them, and somebody was probably too busy or maybe too lazy, and they didn't follow all the recommendations. That's, of course, that was not productive for their channels. But those who do listen to our specialists, those who do follow all the recommendations, have a significant growth in the indicators of their channel. For instance, we have a case when a guy with just 5,000 subscribers joined our Creators Development Program. He became our partner, he joined the Creators Development Program, and he grew up to 100,000 subscribers or even more within just half of the year. So lots of successful cases. And as for the offline businesses you are doing on the site, we do not take any commissions. It's your business. We work just with your channel primarily. We do have merch as a service for creators, and we discuss that independently from everything what's going on your channel. Okay, the next question comes from Larry Lawton. How can Discord help generate revenue for the brand? Well, Discord is a great solution for communicating with your audience, for building the community. For example, today somebody asked where do creators get together to discuss things. Discord can be one of places where you can do that. Probably many of you have participated in VidCon online activities, and they did support a Discord service and the Discord server, and lots of creators were communicating on that platform. For the brand, it's of course an opportunity to get the audience in one place, and once you have the engaged visitors of your channel, some loyal core, you can start integrating some brand promotions into the content and get some feedback from the audience. So this really can be a good platform for two-way communication, so for getting instant feedbacks. Being a YouTube creator, and you can announce your YouTube releases for your audience in this Discord server, and thus get more incoming views just after the video was uploaded. You can announce your live streams or anything you want to talk about with your audience. Another question comes from Chrono Inger. What are your thoughts on China's Bilibili? Well, we work with many platforms in China, including Bilibili. It's one of the most advanced, probably, communities on Chinese pantheon of video platforms, because probably some of you heard that they have really strict policies for every creator who joins the platform. They have a really long questionnaire which you need to fill in order to be accepted to Bilibili. And also they have the same approach for the viewers of the platform. So the viewership in numbers is relatively lower comparing to other Chinese platforms, but they have really high quality concentrated audience, and they do provide lots of loyalty programs for creators who want to join their platform, and they pay bonuses, for instance, and even sometimes they offer joint projects with the platform itself, or even with other creators. So if you're interested in starting working with Bilibili, we can also help you with that. Be prepared that overall revenue streams are lower comparing to YouTube, but it does make sense if you want to penetrate the interesting market of China. It's a good platform to start with. And if you, in general, are interested in working with Chinese video platforms, we can also be your one-stop shopping one. We can provide you access to a bunch of 5 or 6 platforms, I'm not sure at the moment, and work with them directly. You just need to provide us rights to use our content. Sean Pinner is interested in our creator development program. Please either write your email in this chat, or you can reply to the email of the manager who sent you invitation to this meetup, and he will send you all the details about the creator development program. Okay. Thank you guys for being with us today, and thank you very much for your questions. I really do appreciate your attention and your interest in developing on YouTube and overall in AR Media Tech. So I'll be happy to see you again and read your comments on our next meetups, which will follow soon. So have a really good end of 2020 and the cosmic growth in 2021. Good luck and see you later. Bye-bye.